All right, so welcome back for another deep dive.
Always fun to dig into something new.
And this one, I gotta say, is it's kind of unique.
Oh,
We're tackling 50 journal writing prompts.
okay. Interesting.
But here's the thing, these are aimed at high schoolers.
High schoolers, huh? Takes me back.
Right. The source is actually a PDF
A PDF.
from a company, you guessed it, they sell journals.
Ah, clever marketing.
Totally. But hey, we're all about the prompts themselves, right?
Absolutely.
So they've got these prompts all neatly divided into 5 categories.
5? Okay, I'm intrigued.
Personal growth, exploring emotions and relationships,
Makes sense.
creative exploration,
I like it.
setting goals, and planning for the future.
Essential for that age group.
And lastly, self-discovery and reflection.
Lots to unpack there.
Seriously, so much to cover.
Well, let's jump in.
Right into it.
What strikes me right away, just glancing at these categories,
Yeah.
they hit on those parts of high school
Mm-hmm.
that are both, tough, but also super exciting.
Absolutely.
It's not just about, grades and stuff.
No.
It's that whole figuring yourself out thing.
Amidst all the chaos, right?
Exactly. So much change happening.
Okay, so let's dive into the first category here.
Right.
Personal growth. They've got prompts like, write about one habit you've developed that has helped you grow as a person.
Interesting.
Seems pretty straightforward.
It does.
But deceptively powerful, don't you think?
I think so.
I mean, high school's all about trying new things.
Right. Some hit, some miss.
Exactly. But this prompt,
Yeah.
it makes you think critically.
Makes you think.
Like, okay, which habits have actually made a difference?
Which ones move the needle?
For the better.
Right. That's pure gold in terms of self-awareness.
For sure. And there's another one, write about something you used to believe but have since changed your mind about.
Whoa.
Talk about growth.
Serious growth.
It's tough admitting you were wrong at any age.
Oh, tell me about it.
But especially as a teenager, right?
Totally. But this prompt,
Yeah.
it kind of normalizes that,
Normalizes what?
That changing your mind is part of learning.
Oh, I see.
Helps kids see how their thinking's evolved.
Right, like why they think differently now.
Exactly.
Man, I wish I had that kind of introspection back then.
Would save some trouble, maybe.
Maybe a lot. All right, let's move on.
Let's do it.
To the next category, exploring emotions and relationships.
Ooh, that's a big one.
And we've got this one. Write about a time when you felt misunderstood by someone close to you.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Right.
Hits close to home for everyone, I think.
Definitely feeling misunderstood.
Yeah.
Part of life, right?
Oh, absolutely.
But it's like magnified during those teenage years.
For sure.
Here's where journaling can be so helpful.
Oh, how so?
It's not just venting, right?
No.
It's about understanding why.
Unpacking those feelings.
Instead of just stewing in them,
Right.
you're encouraged to
Yeah.
put them into words.
Articulate it all.
And maybe even see things from the other person's side.
Perspective taking, that's huge.
That's communication 101.
Seriously, something a lot of adults still struggle with.
Sure.
And you know what else?
What?
Journaling, it's not all serious business.
You're right.
Can be fun too.
Oh, totally.
Like in this next category, creative exploration.
One of my favorites.
There's this prompt. Write a short story about an imaginary world where everything is upside down.
Now, that's using your imagination.
It's more than that, though.
What do we mean?
It's about thinking outside the box.
Okay.
Like if you can imagine a world totally different from ours,
Yeah.
makes you question everything you thought you knew.
Question your assumptions, right?
Exactly. Maybe even come up with new solutions.
Problems.
Yeah.
Anything, really.
It's like sniggy learning.
I like that.
Disguised as a fun writing exercise.
Totally.
Okay, and then there's the reality of high school.
What's that?
You got to start thinking about...
Yeah, that big, scary future. The category, setting goals and planning for the future.
Okay,
It's all about that.
makes sense.
One prompt says, think about where you see yourself in 5 years.
Oh, wow.
Daunting, right?
A little bit.
But also kind of exciting.
Yeah, I see that.
Suddenly it's like
What?
college applications,
Yeah,
career
actually,
paths.
not 9 yards.
It can be overwhelming,
It can?
but putting it down in a journal,
Yeah.
it makes it less scary.
Less abstract?
Instead of just vague anxieties, you're forced to articulate
To say it out loud.
what you actually want.
That's huge.
Seriously. It's like the first step to making it happen.
Absolutely.
And imagine this.
What?
5 years down the line,
Yeah.
you look back at what you wrote.
Oh, wow.
See how your goals have changed?
That's a trick.
It would be fascinating.
It would.
All right, last category, but certainly not least.
Hit me with it.
Self-discovery and reflection.
Deep stuff.
This one really got me.
Oh, which one?
Write about a moment when you felt truly yourself.
Whoa.
Deep.
Right. That is deep.
Authenticity. It's a big concept.
It is.
Especially for teenagers. They're still figuring out who they are.
Right. Still figuring it all out.
This prompt, though,
Yeah.
it encourages them to find those moments.
There's moments when
they feel genuine.
genuine self-expression, that's powerful.
So, like, when do you feel joy?
Mm-hmm.
Who are you when no one's watching?
That kind of thing.
Exactly. It's about knowing yourself.
Knowing your values, passions.
Even your quirks.
all of it.
And that's invaluable.
Invaluable when?
Not just in high school, but for life.
I agree with that.
So we've got prompts that encourage self-awareness,
Mm-hmm.
communication skills, goal setting,
Yep.
even getting creative.
Pretty impressive for a PDF.
Right.
I think what's most interesting to me, it's meant for high schoolers, sure,
Okay.
but these prompts, they've got something for everyone.
Oh, I totally agree.
That's the thing about introspection.
What about it?
It's a lifelong journey.
It really is.
And you know what makes me wonder?
What's that?
Out of all these categories,
Yeah,
which one do you think is most valuable for a teenager?
Ooh, good question.
And why? That's tough. They all kind of build on each other.
I know, right?
But if I had to pick just one,
Okay.
I'd go with that exploring emotions and relationships category.
Oh, interesting. Why that one?
Well, think about it. High school is like
Yeah.
a pressure cooker of social stuff.
That's a good way to put it.
Friendships, first loves,
Good thought.
so much drama, family stuff too.
And you're trying to figure out who you are
Yeah.
on top of all that?
Exactly.
That's a recipe for some serious emotional turmoil.
You're telling me most teenagers,
Yeah.
they don't have the tools to handle that?
No, not at all. And that's where journaling can be like a lifesaver.
Oh, yeah.
It's a safe space to just
Let it all out.
process everything.
Without judgment.
Exactly. It's like
Yeah.
having a trusted friend.
But it's,
You get to be totally honest.
raw.
And by writing it down,
Yeah.
you start to understand it better.
Oh, for sure.
That self-awareness,
Mm-hmm.
that's key to building healthy relationships.
Oh, absolutely.
Like if you can explain
What?
why a friend's behavior makes you feel bad,
Okay. Yeah.
you're better equipped to actually deal with it.
To communicate.
Exactly. Journaling isn't magic,
No, it's not a sure-all.
but it gives you the tools
What kind of tools?
to approach those tricky situations with more clarity
Less emotion, more thought,
and confidence.
and it helps you see patterns
Oh, patterns in.
in your own reactions.
That's interesting.
It is, right? Like, why do I always feel this way when this happens?
Makes you think.
And that kind of self-knowledge,
Yeah.
super empowering.
Okay, I'm with you on the emotional intelligence part,
Good.
but there's so much more here.
Oh, I know.
Like prompts that make you think bigger,
Bigger how?
beyond just your own little world. Like those prompts about feeling proud of yourself
Oh, okay.
or forgiving someone.
Mm-hmm.
They tap into something deeper, don't they?
Definitely.
Like your place in the bigger picture.
Like your values.
Exactly. And your actions
And
and how they affect others.
that's pretty profound for a high schooler.
You'd be surprised what they're capable of thinking about.
True. And there's one about imagining your dream job.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Super relevant.
Why?
They're about to become adults.
Right. It's
Oh,
like
good.
planting seeds for their future.
I like that analogy.
It's not just daydreaming.
Yeah.
It's about making connections.
Connections between.
Passions and careers.
Give me an example.
Okay, maybe they love art
Mm-hmm.
and realize, hey, graphic design is a job.
Well, they love animals.
And boom, vet school.
It's about opening up possibilities.
So many possibilities.
Speaking of possibilities,
Yeah.
there's this one prompt.
Okay, which one?
Write about a time you had to adapt to a new situation.
Ooh, that's a good one.
High school is full of that.
New schools, new classes, new friends.
Always changing.
But thinking back on those times,
Yeah.
it can show you your own strengths,
Strengths you didn't even know you had.
hidden resilience,
That's what it's all about, right? Learning to roll with the punches.
and come out stronger.
Exactly. That's a skill you need no matter what you do in life.
So true. You know, as we're talking,
Mm-hmm.
I'm struck by how these prompts go beyond just you.
Beyond the individual.
Yeah, like they make you think about
What?
your legacy,
Whoa.
your impact on the world.
That's big.
It is, right. It's like that prompt.
Which one?
What mark do you want to leave on the world?
That's a tough one.
Seriously, it makes you think.
It does, but it's so important to consider.
Why?
It pushes young people to think bigger.
than themselves.
Exactly, to see a future they want to be a part of.
It's about finding your purpose.
However big or small.
And maybe that purpose changes.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Which is totally fine.
The key is to be open to that change, to keep questioning and reflecting.
And these prompts give you a way to do that.
A framework.
I'm realizing something. This PDF, it might be for high schoolers.
Yeah.
But honestly, these prompts are universal.
You're right. I'm finding them insightful.
Me too. And I'm way past my teenage years.
Exactly. Introspection.
It's for everyone.
It's a lifelong journey.
Before we get to our final thoughts,
okay,
I want to hear from our listeners.
Yeah.
Those 50 prompts.
Yeah.
Which one spoke to you the most?
Ooh, good one.
And why?
Make you think.
Take a moment to consider it.
We'll be right back with part 3.
All right, welcome back. Hope you had some time.
To ponder those prompts.
Yeah, to really think about which one
resonated.
Exactly. It's amazing how, a simple question can get you thinking so deeply.
It's true. Speaks volumes about journaling, doesn't it?
As a tool for self-discovery.
Even if you're not, a writer.
Right.
Putting those thoughts and feelings into words.
It's powerful stuff.
Illuminating, for sure.
We've talked a lot about high schoolers, but I think it's important to say these prompts, they're for everyone.
Oh, absolutely.
Doesn't matter if you're navigating teenage angst,
you're dealing with
career stuff, personal life, whatever.
It's universal.
Taking time to reflect.
You make a world of difference.
I know, I've found it helpful.
Journaling.
Yeah, over the years.
In what way?
To process those tough emotions,
Okay.
Make sense of things when I'm confused. Even just to appreciate the good stuff.
To be grateful.
Exactly. It's like having a conversation with yourself.
A safe space.
Where you can be honest, vulnerable.
Sometimes that's all it takes.
To see things differently.
Gain some perspective.
What I love about this collection.
Yeah.
So many different ways to explore.
So many paths.
From personal growth, relationships, to creativity, future planning.
There's something for everyone.
And the beauty is, you can revisit these prompts.
Go back to them.
Again and again.
At different stages in your life.
Exactly. The answers might change.
Your insights might deepen.
But the journey.
The journey continues.
It never ends.
It doesn't. And remember, there's no
right
or wrong way to journal.
Oh, that's important.
Some like it structured.
Others like to just free flow.
It's all good. The key is find what works for you.
Make it a habit.
A regular practice.
Wrapping up this deep dive, I'm feeling hopeful.
Hopeful? Why?
These prompts, they're simple.
Yeah.
But they remind us.
Remind us of what?
That we have the power.
The power to do what?
To shape our own story.
I love that. We become the authors.
Of our own lives.
Choosing how we respond.
To challenges. To victories.
Defining who we want to be.
So if you're feeling stuck, lost,
yeah,
even just curious, what's inside?
Inside yourself.
Pick up a journal, start writing.
You might be surprised.
At what you discover.
Who knows? Maybe those words will inspire your future self.
That's a nice thought.
It is, isn't it?
Well, that's it for this deep dive.
Time flies.
Thanks for joining us, and until next time, keep exploring, keep diving deep,